Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dad Games Badly. We are back here today with more NHL 23 and our Portland Wolves 2 Ways to Win Draft to Glory series. Now, this is going to be an interesting season for us. There has been a lot of growth from our players, and I'm quite curious as to how this team is going to do this year. Let's take a quick peek here. Obviously, Danny Bradley, the Apple, Severson. I tried putting Klotz up because I thought it'd be better, but I'm not going to take that -1. It's not worth it. So Klotz will play with Oslin and Gortz this year. The Italian will play with Zimmer and Jennings, Harper, Kapanen, and Parker. So in all honesty, we've got 4 forwards that aren't ours. Right, Cliff? You're not ours? Yeah, you're Canucks prospect. And defensively, clearly, Chris Harding. He's here, folks. He is going to be playing with Jalen Esch, who is still low franchise. I'm really excited to see what these two are going to do this year. And then, of course, you've got Jacob Keeler, you've got Cam Allen, you've got Caleb Finley, and Edwin McNamara are all here. Going to try and do something. They are a -3. I couldn't get rid of it, and I didn't really feel like bringing anybody else up. And then in net, we are looking at Gabe Dagg as an 80 overall. Pretty solid all-around player. Reflexes is low end, but that can definitely grow in the next few years. Backing him up this year is Topias Leinonen. He is a Sabres prospect, but he is who we're running with. Charlie Lee in the AHL with Jace Claxon. Going to be between the pipes. Up here we've got Hoyle, Tyranny, Hayes, Czar, Lawrence Lowe, Joaquin Squeen, Yanni Kiskinen, Voro Abiyav, Hamahinaho. Is Hamahinaho ours? No, he's not. I don't think anybody on the third. So nobody on the fourth line and the third line. So we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Art Meyer's not ours, but we're going to use them anyway. And then McCann, Heward, Toskala, Blum, Hernandez, and Hanula. He did go back up to low elite potential, which is really odd that it went down and then back up as it did, especially being as young as he was. So maybe it was just a glitch in the system. We are pretty excited, or I'm pretty excited, with where we're going to be with this team. And Keyword already has a point, and it's really time to get into it. We are going to go up to January. Take a peek at that time. I don't know why I always do it this way, but do it this way this year. I've already put the scouts in. I'll show you in January, but I also signed like the big players to contract extensions that were coming up. And I saved a bunch of money, 85% trick in doing so. Danny Bradley only wanted 1 year, but I signed him to 8. So I paid. But definitely worth it, right? Like, he's our star player. We're not going to say goodbye to the franchise cornerstone, Danny Bradley, anytime soon. Who else did the Apple got a new deal, Gortz, Klotz, Cam Allen got a new deal. So, guys that we, consider our core players. Cam Allen is, not as good as we had hoped he would have been. But for those first couple drafts, Gortz and him have just been exactly who we needed them to be. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's okay. We just needed these players to get us through to the Danny Bradley era, to the Apple era, to everybody's era. So we're kindly in the spot. We're still not quite there. We need a little bit more on that second line, I think. And definitely our defensive pairings need some work. So we are 16, 19, and 2 on the season, good for 34 points. Jets only have 24. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're top 6. So probably, another bottom 7 position. Danny Bradley is absolutely tearing it up. You love to see it. I think they're starting to get together. Appel has 32 points in 37 games, 25 for Severson. Gortz has 17, 23 for Osland, 18 for Klotz, 10 for the Italian, 13 for Ziemer, 11 for Jennings, 9 for Parker, 9 for Cappy, and 8 for Harper. They're not even being our best line this year. That would be the top line, minus Severson. I think he's having some troubles there. That's okay. It'll come. And the Chris Harding, 7 points. Jalen Esch with 35. Jacob Keeler with 9. Cam Allen with 6. 10 for Finley and 5 from McNamara. Not great. Goaltending, Dag, not great, buddy. Leonin has been fantastic, of course. It's always the backup that's fantastic, right? And I would look down, but there's nobody that I'm looking to bring up. Everybody is so low overall that it's not a big thing. No changes to be made here, I don't think. I think we go right to the trade. Screw it, let's just go to the end of the year at this point. And we'll see what happens. Anything good. 18, 23, and 3 here. We've had 1 win, 2 wins this month. 1 pity point, another win. 19, 27, and 4. Yeah, definitely think we're going to be on the bottom again. Hopefully, we get some decent prospects. I wouldn't mind a couple more medium elite forwards, another medium elite defenseman or two in the next couple of years. We're going to sell but we're not actually going to sell. Lost 10-2 to Colorado. Goodness. 23-35. Yeah, we're having a hard time winning games, folks. Hard time scoring goals. 3 is our max here. No, 4 against the Rangers there. But normally, yeah, we're not getting more than 3 goals and a loss. Wow, that's tough. Can we beat any of these teams? Vancouver, can we beat you to end the year? We do. 27, 44, and 11. Definitely not as good as I'd hoped. I was really hoping for a lot more. Danny Bradley with 95 points, though. So 65 puts us in last place. Where'd the Jets go? The Jets definitely turned it around somewhat, but... Beautiful. 62 points. It's a little shy of where I'd want them, at least 70. 66. It's not bad. They're getting better. Severson definitely had a better second year, and I think Appel had a better season than last year. Okay, so they're gelling. They're figuring it out, and that's fine. That's okay. Top line, I'm not too worried about. Maybe Severson isn't the right wing for that position, but it's the best we can do. And best season for Danny Bradley in a Wolves uniform. Love to see it. Gortz had 36. Not his best season, but not too bad. So now he's an exact bottom 6. He was a medium 6 at one point. Osland didn't have as great a year. Klotzy, though, 40 points. Not bad. Not last year was his best season, but still fairly good. The Italian had 16. Ziemer had 21. Jennings had 20. Much better. Well, not much better, but better than his rookie season. Quinn Parker, better than your rookie season. Much better than your rookie season. Oliver Kapanen, Cliff Harper, we don't really care about because you're not ours. Defensively, Harding, 19 points, minus 23. Very few penalty minutes, not bad. 67 points out of Jalen Esch. What a year. Jake Keeler. Cam Allen had a decent year. Finley. Like, clearly this is not it, right? This is not our bottom pair. This would be preferable to being my bottom pair, and I need somebody in between that. And goalie-wise, how'd we do? I mean, Dag, did you have a better season than last year? I mean, yeah, very similar. Definitely played more games. And then Tobias Lennon had 5 wins, but the wins were decent, at least. Charlie Lee had a decent season. Not bad. Low could be better. Isaiah Day had a wicked season on that bottom pair, on that bottom line. Artmeyer. Probably not going to become anything at this point, but that's okay. Defensively, really looking at McCann. Yeah. See, McCann is definitely going to get a shot next year on that left side. I would like to say somebody else, but not quite. So Abel McCann definitely going to get a shot next season. She'd love to see. They, of course, made the playoffs, so we are going to sim through that here quickly and see if they do anything. They won top of their division last year as well, and nothing happened, so they play Laval. Game number 1, they lose 4-2. Of course they do. Game number 2, they win 5-3. Game number 3, they lose in overtime 2-1. Heading into game number 4, down 2-1 in the series, and they are down 3-1. Can they win to keep going in game number 5? They do. 6-5 win. You love to see it. We need another big win here against Laval to keep the series going. 2-1 heading into game number 7. Can they do it? They do not. They lose in the first round, but take it to 7. I don't know what the issue is there. So we move on to the playoffs. And see what we can do. We have the best odds in the draft lottery, so that is good. Carolina wins the Stanley Cup. Abbotsford Canucks win the Calder. Congratulations to both teams. And we drop 1-3. Dallas goes 3-1. LA 5-2. LA's had some really good luck recently. A few retired players. Let's see. Duchesne, Nuge, Kadri, Granlund, Gallagher, Johansson, Strome, Nichushkin, Lindholm. All solid players. We losing anybody? Tyranny and Czar. That's okay. Duchesne becomes a coach. We lose that really good goalie coach. Really? Well, Ernesto Chung. Tarasenko comparison, Yoink, stick 'em up, tape-to-tape, ice pack, elite edges. I mean, wouldn't say no to that. And he's a gem. Zachary is in Canaro. Another Tarasenko comparison at 17, 6'5". Chung is 18, 6'3". I mean, obviously we're going to go with the gem. Outside of that, would you take a high 9 that early? No. Feichel? I mean, Feichel's not bad at a year out if we were a little bit lower. Interesting. All right, let's go look into the second round. You're a confirmed medium 9, so I don't even want to look at you. You're confirmed medium 6. Hernandez, confirmed 4 years out. We know. Low elite over here in Brett Curry. Interview the player. Let's go skills. Strengths, weaknesses, and personality just one question? Yeah. Play style, let's ask him his readiness. So 3 years out, probably confirmed low elite, in all honesty. Maybe medium 4. So he's a good skater, 3 years out. I mean, Curry's the guy that I would go after in this situation, I think. Confirm medium 6. 3 years out. Zetterberg comparison, not bad. Like nobody else here. Maroon, you any good? Eh. This guy. Let's see what we got up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Damian Chimera, 5 years out at 18. Somebody to look at because he has a gem. 2A at 130 though. Left defenseman Tollison. 5 years out at 18. Interesting. Strimbu. Strimbu's not, doesn't matter. He's way too early for what we're looking for. Chandler Baldwin, meh. I mean, his draft isn't going to be fantastic, I don't think. But I think we're good here. Alright, let's look at awards here quickly. Alright. So Carolina beat the Canucks. Interesting. Individual awards. Matthews now a Ranger, winning the Art Ross and the Hart. Makar winning the Norris. Pasta winning the Lady Byng. Buffalo or Columbus's Crab winning the Calder. Conn Smythe going to Svetch. Shesterkin winning the Vezina. And the Jennings in Minnesota. Ollie Matta winning the Masterton. Jack Adams going to Detroit's coach. Nashville player getting the Selke. Lindsay going to Matthews. Matthews just went off last year on the Rangers. Congratulations, Matty. All right, I do want to look at progress reports here quickly. So Severson now an 87. So 96, 90, 87 on that first, or 87, 85. Harding is now an 82. McCann is now a 78. He'll definitely be on this team next year. Jennings is now a 77. Beautiful. High 6 out of him. Klotz is now an 83. He went down, I believe. Allen's still an 81. McNamara still 73. Dag still an 80, but I'm going to expect some growth from him next year, maybe an 82. The Italian is a 76. Parker's a 76. Keeler's a 78. Heward, Zemer, Gortz is a 79. So he did get some growth last year. He had a pretty decent season statistically. Naturally, he's kind of wherever he is. Finley, 75. Leonin, whatever. And in the system, Lee's now a 76. Sarah Hymo is a 59. Roach is a 67. So Sarah Hymo did not have the greatest season last year, so he did not grow, so yikes. Lowe is a 62. Artmeyer's a 65. Squeen is a 66. I mean, Scotty Schwartz is coming along at a 63. Hanula is a 73. Baldwin, Strachan. McPherson is now a 15, or got a 70. I mean, I'm not super upset with where this team is coming from. So, we're coming. We're coming, folks. It's taken some time, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and jump into this draft. We already know who we're taking here. We're taking another left winger. So we're going to sim to pick number 3. Nobody takes the lovely two-way forward in Ernesto Chung, the 18-year-old out of U.S. Central. You love it. He is an 80 overall left winger to start. Love to see it. He'll be playing second line minutes next year. And we already know who we're going with in the second round. It is going to be Brett Curry out of Acadie Bathurst Titans. He is a low elite, 63 overall. You love it. Pick number 67. I think we had a pick in this round as well that we were looking at. Apparently not. So 130 and 123. Do we take somebody early? Or do we... Because I don't really need another goalie. Well, I mean, you can't really hate on goaltenders, right? Like, some of these guys are just not going to be good. He is not going to be good either, but he's a gem. So if we do this now, and in the next round I got to take this guy anyway... let's take the goalie in Chimera. He is a medium elite, 48 overall. You love to see it. Go to pick number 100. We are going to snag Kari Tollefson out of Lexans. Hoping for an elite medium 4 in the 4th round. I'm not going to hate on that, folks. That is actually really good. Let's view the draft class here quickly and see what is coming in the next round for us. Because here I think it's just going to be a crapshoot in all honesty. Korpikari. He's just offense playmaking though. That's my issue. So playmaker. Chandler Baldwin, offensive defenseman. Lajinen. I mean, playmaker possibly 2A, but I'm not really. Nico Kolamainen. I mean, actually not a terrible shout if we get a low 4 here. I mean, it's not the greatest potential, but we have to take what we can get, right? Goal scoring, offensive, playmaking. Yeah, definitely not a 2A. Bobby Jang, would it be? Playmaker, Brian Cole. Brian Cole's a 2A. But he's 5 years out at 20. I mean, I'd take Kolamainen over him. Tuomen, stick checking, durability sniper, is a sniper who can stick check, which is fantastic because you want those guys to be able to do stuff like that. Your Jerome Tremblay, 5 years out at 18, bottom 6 though. I mean, probably not a 2A if you look at it that way. God damn it. Ricky Ramirez, 4 years out, low 4. I mean, Ricky's not bad either. And his name is Ricky Ramirez. Mark Delisle, Alright, so that gives me 2 people. We've got Ramirez. I mean, it's like confirm, can't skate. They're both 20. They're both 4 years out. I mean, Ricky's not confirmed, but with that information, he pretty much is. I do think I got to go with Kolamainen, though. 5'11". No, we're going to take 6'5" Ricky Ramirez. I think in the next round. So I'm taking the big boy, 6'5", Ricky Ramirez. He is a low 6. That's okay. I'm not really super concerned. Let's sim to the next pick and see what Tuomainen got. Kolamainen was a low 6, 61. We're a 59, so better now. but, I mean, can't skate. Just as good can't skate. So, I'd rather get the big guy in this one. Let's make our pick here. Let's go by potential in the 6th round, I guess. Iliakis. Could be alright. Bison Ice. That's actually how that last name is pronounced. How do I know? I worked with somebody with the same last name. But yeah, that's a weird name. Norm Bison Ice. Vegetti. Damn. Some good names. I mean, we already got Ricky Ramirez for the memes. Are you confirmed, 2A? Alright, you're going to be my last pick, Kennedy. I think... I'm going to look in these goalies. Okay. Know what we're going to do. We are going to take Iliakis, Tate, out of the Pete's organization, 6-foot goalie. He is a medium elite. You'll love to see it. Scoring big. Late in the draft. Carter goalie. How come you're not a goalie, Carter? Asher Kennedy to the Oil Kings, another 6'5" winger. He is a low bottom 6, but he is a 2-way. So we will take that, and we will end the draft here. And that's it. That was a good one. Honestly, that was a good one. So let's head into the re-sign phase and take a look. We've got one scout walk in. No coaches this year and people we need to worry about. So let's take a quick peek here together at what we're looking at. So I'll show you, sorry, because I didn't show the contracts. So 8 years. He'll be 33, 17, and just over a quarter. Esh signed a new year. I think it was a 5-year deal. For 9.7. Appel signed a 5-year deal as well. 765. Klotz I signed to a 3-year deal. Allen I signed to a 3-year deal as well. Maybe it was 4. No, 3. And then people that are going to be leaving will be leaving here shortly. So forward-wise, obviously, no, Oslin's gone. Gortz, I'm just going to re-sign. Does he want to re-sign? He does not. I mean, he's not going anywhere. I will just offer him that. Cappy's gone. Ernesto, we need to sign you to your entry-level deal, sir. Parker needs to be qualified. Zemer can be qualified. Hayes is gone. Qualify Day. Qualify Bodan. Haminaho is not ours, so he can be released. Artmeyer can be qualified. Talbot. That's what we got to look into. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I mean, 18, 19. I mean, we might as well sign him and just have players in the system. Stefan, welcome. Defensively, Keeler needs a new deal. I'm just gonna. What does he want? Just gonna give him that. That's the other thing I gotta check. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, so Blanchard can go. Sorry, Bobby. Subban can go. Niemanen gets re-signed. Or gets signed to his entry level. Beautiful. Ramo. Strachan. I mean, where does that leave me? 2, 3, or 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Can I afford to get rid of these two? Toskala and Strachan. I mean, he's 23. He's pretty solid. Fuck. But it just takes up from Niemanen getting a shot, and honestly, low fours are not going to go anywhere. Blum has a year left on his deal. Let's just release them both. All right, sorry, boys. And we're going to go with that next year. That's our 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep. And on goal, we're looking at... So Leonin is being released. Lee is being offered a contract of a year. McPherson needs a deal. Honestly, I think this year it's going to be Daigle, Lee. Claxon is going to be bought out. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I mean, I might as well buy out Schultz too. And that's our 4. McPherson, Keeler, Lee, Talbot, Chung, Gortz. I think Gortz rejected. I have to double check. He did. 2 years at 375 because I can afford it. Let's see if he takes that. There we go. Perfect. So I'm going to leave it here, folks. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out today. This season didn't go as planned, but as you can see, we're slowly getting there. Like, if you look at our forward core, we're going to have our first line, our second line, third line, fourth line, and then from there, it's everybody else. So we're looking at Hoyle as being our bottom guy, I think, at this point. However, we're going to see what I can get, because I do want to get a center to play between Klotz and Chung, somebody capable. And then Gortz could be third line with Jennings and like Harper, and then the Italian Parker and Zemer can kind of run the bottom pair. So it's not terrible. It's not fantastic. We're getting there. Heading into our 9th season. But then you look at Esch and Harding, Allen and McCann, Keeler and Finley, or Hanula even. Yeah, maybe Hanula next season. So Hanula, Keeler, bottom pair, McCann, Allen, second pair, top pair, Esch and Harding. Honestly, not terrible. Goaltending is getting there too. So thank you once more for coming and hanging out today. I do appreciate it. Much love, fam. Until next time, bye-bye.